Sister Wives is a far cry from what it used to be. When it debuted on TLC in 2010, it followed a united polygamist family navigating their busy lives. Cody Barron was introducing a fourth wife, Robin, who he spiritually married during the first season and later legally married in 2014 after divorcing his first wife, Mary. Cody and Mary had been married since 1990, and he had taken on two other wives shortly after. Janelle in 1993 and Christine in 1994, though they were spiritual marriages. However, the Brown family today is only a shell of its former self. Cracks in the relationships were visible early on and only worsened over time. Christine was the first to leave Cody in 2021 after 27 years together. Janelle followed in late 2022, and Mary confirmed her split in 2023 after 3 decades of marriage. Now, only Robin remains in an unintentionally monogamous relationship with Cody, one she's made clear she's not happy with. Fans have breathed a sigh of relief that 3 out of 4 wives have finally left. But it literally took decades, despite years of emotional neglect and favoritism that played out on screen. Given Cody's egotistical behavior, it's surprising the wives stayed as long as they did. So, why did they? It's possible one of the most powerful forces keeping the Brown together was their religious background. Their religious practices were regularly discussed and showcased in the early seasons, though less so now. The Browns were part of the Apostolic United Brethren (AUB), a fundamentalist Mormon group that believes polygamy is necessary to reach the highest level of heaven. So, while plural marriage isn't required, it's encouraged. While divorce is technically allowed, it's frowned upon as it's seen as breaking the covenant. Most of the Browns were born into polygamy. Cody, Mary, and Christine all came from plural families. Janelle was raised Mormon, but not polygamist. That is, until her mother became Cody's father's second wife, technically making them step-siblings. It's how Cody and Janelle met. Robin was the only wife who didn't have a polygamist background, but she seemed to embrace the lifestyle wholeheartedly once she spiritually married into the family. Divorce is a big decision with serious consequences in the Browns' faith. For wives like Christine and Mary, who were raised in the culture, the fear of being spiritually condemned or shunned by their community was likely very real. Leaving plural marriage isn't just abandoning a husband. It represents the loss of one's eternal family and heavenly blessings. This religious pressure possibly created a deep-seated guilt that made it all the more difficult for the wives to walk away, even when they were deeply unhappy with Cody. Beyond religious pressure, there were also emotional and psychological forces at play inside the Brown household. Longtime Sister Wives viewers have seen Cody's behavior shift dramatically, increasingly favoring Robin over his other wives. One of the biggest turning points was when Cody legally divorced Mary in 2014, only to marry Robin and adopt her children. It sent a clear message to the family. Robin's needs came above all others. The favoritism became even harder to ignore during COVID. Cody refused to visit his other wives and kids due to safety concerns and opted to stay with Robin, but didn't consistently apply the same social distancing rules. Cody gaslit the other wives and accused them of disloyalty if they raised concerns, fueling resentment. It can be argued that Robin also played a role in maintaining the power structure. She supported Cody's strict COVID rules that isolated the family and kept Cody closer to her. Robin pushed a victim mentality, while her actions usually benefited her position in the family, not anyone else. Cody and Robin's manipulation tactics, the favoritism, gaslighting, and guilt-tripping, likely made the other wives second-guess their unhappiness and compete for Cody's approval, making it harder for them to break the unhealthy cycle. It's also possible the family's financial ties made it difficult for the wives to leave easily. Despite the TLC paycheck, the Browns have infamously struggled with money over the years. Even before the show, Mary and Cody filed for bankruptcy in 2005 with over $229,000 in debt. Janelle had also filed for personal bankruptcy years earlier, also citing debt. After relocating to Arizona in 2018, the Browns purchased several plots of land in Coyote Pass in hopes of building multiple homes for their entire family. However, construction never began due to their money issues. Eventually, the plans were further stalled when Christine left, only for the two other wives to follow suit. Only recently did they sell the Coyote Pass land and sever their financial ties, years after the plural marriages broke down. For the Browns, divorcing wasn't as easy as just walking away emotionally. It meant losing access to shared financial resources and potential instability. This financial fear made the wives feel trapped, as they may have been unsure how they would survive independently after decades of intertwined assets and debts. When you think about it, there are a lot of reasons why Mary, Christine, and Janelle stayed with Cody so long, despite clearly being unhappy. It remains to be seen if Robin ever follows suit, but considering she said she doesn't want to be Cody's only wife,